Roll. So,
hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Todd Ronan and Liz Cross and 35 of our closest friends, and you guys listening out there in the internet. Welcome to Consciousness Transformation Technique CTT for June 5th, June 2023. 2023. Hey, Liz, how are you?
Good. Thank you. Good. I know. I can't believe it's already June, but I love June. Why do you love June, Liz?
Well, because my birthday's Monday, next Monday. That's exciting.
Oh, it's your birthday next Monday. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Well, happy birthday from all
thank
of
you.
us. We'll have to sing to you next Monday.
No, that would be awful for everyone, I'm sure. But yeah, why not?
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I love June because there's no school. And that means that there's no Monday morning absolute chaos trying to get out the door. Where's my shoes? Where's my socks? I can't find my bag. All of that good stuff. So great. So this morning, we are going to work on the generational traumas that are held in our DNA. And, a lot of times we have these issues that are apparent in our lives, yet we don't know why they're there. And also, the biggest problem is they don't belong to us, right? They don't. It's not ours to hold on to, even though for whatever reason in the energy field and in the DNA and the energy in the DNA, we're stuck with it, and it's not ours. Like, I don't want it, and I'm sure you guys don't either. So let's open responsibly. Ronan, we do have some new people here. If you could tell them how to tap, please, I'd really appreciate it.
Sure. So if you're new to the CTT or listening for the first time, CTT is a transformation technique where you give yourself a hug, if you can, and you want to tap bilaterally in a cadence of one left, one right, one left, one right on your triceps or biceps as we repeat with me what Liz is saying. And if you can't do that, you can make some modifications like moving your feet up and down or your arms in front of you on your lap, but make sure that they're crossed so that your left hand's tapping your right side and your right hand is tapping your left side.
Yeah, it's really easy. And you just want to make sure your palms are situated in between the shoulder and the elbow. You don't want them on the collarbone. Okay. I don't like that method. It's not as effective. It's not, by giving yourself that hug and resting your palms between the shoulder and the elbow, you're incorporating your whole being, especially around the chest area. That you've got the solar plexus going on, the heart chakra, the throat chakra. So it's really important to try to do it that way. But obviously, like Ronan said, if you have difficulty, because people do, like when I had that rash, that thing was burning my arms, but I still did it. But, if you have difficulty, you can just tap on the tops of your legs like that. And if you can't do that, you can wiggle your toes or you can just rock back and forth and say the words. But obviously, if you can tap, you should. All right. So we're going to open. I know that we do have new people here, and that's great. Welcome. We do tend to move faster in group work than I do individually because we're all just used to the phrases. So this is recorded. If you do need to go back and listen to it, or if you want to go back and listen to it, you're most welcome to go back and listen to this and all the recordings as many times as you want to. All right. So let's open. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as an optimum etheric Faraday cage
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection
for the empowerment and protection
of each one of us.
of each one of us.
And by the way, we forgot to mention how Ronan is repeating after me. That's what you need to do. You just repeat after me. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath all together. And we're just going to envision that pyramid and Faraday cage around us. We do that in group work, so it protects us from each other's physical ailments and mental stresses. Okay, repeat after me. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, so that's how we open in a group. I get a lot of questions, and I got one yesterday. Liz, if I'm just tapping by myself, do I need to open like that? You can, if you're so used to coming to group and you like opening like that, then by all means do so. However, it's not necessary because the pyramid and the Faraday cage, that's just to protect us all when we're working in a group, okay? Because, excuse me, like when I was doing it the other week and I had that rash, you guys didn't want the rash and the flu, right? So you don't want to absorb that. That's why because we're all connected by energy strands. So that's why, we protect ourselves in that way. Okay. The next one is treasures. Actually, Ronan, there's quite a few new people here. The next one is treasures. So we have these treasures all around us, but we can't see them or we can't, use them or enjoy them. So let's tap to open up our eyes so we can see and use and enjoy the treasures. Okay, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
The ability to see.
The ability to see.
Optimally recognize.
Optimally recognize.
Use and enjoy.
Use and enjoy.
The treasures in and all around us.
The treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Feeling, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission. And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. And the last one, now this is important. So if you're just doing the work by yourself and you maybe wrote a whole other bunch of things that you want to tap for and you're doing it on your own and you're not listening to the recording, you do always want to incorporate this step into the CTT. And this is purely because dark energy has to have a host, right? Sorry, I'm explaining this. I know a lot of you know this already, but we do have quite a few new people here. So dark energy has to have a host. And as we are going through this, you'll see how we're removing the dark energy. You'll feel the movement of energy away from you. You want to make sure that that dark energy has somewhere to go. If you don't, it's going to stick to your family members, your friends. It can hang around in your house, your animals, anything like that. And if it hangs around in your house, guess what it's going to do? It's going to find its way to feed off of the house, or because the house, even though the house isn't a living, breathing thing, it still is an entity that holds a consciousness, right? Because everything that has energy has a consciousness. And it could, it could hang around your house. Now, those of you that have been with me for a while and Ronan, you'll remember, and I learned the hard way in the early days when we were doing the group work, every Monday without fail, after we did some clearing out, I would have a house repair. And that's how I learned. It's because, we had a disaster strike every Monday. And I was like, okay, I have to incorporate a step to get rid of this. And the way I did that was through this next step. So this is where we activate our spiritual helpers, our divine team, right? They're going to pull that negative as soon as it is being released, and you'll feel it being released. But as soon as it's being released, they're going to pull it away from us. And I instruct them most of the time, especially when we're doing the tapping. And I tell them, with my mental, psychic ability, I'm like cleanse and all this other stuff. So this is what we're instructing them to do. This is very important. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
The optimum activation.
The optimum activation.
Of all of our spirit teams and divine helpers.
Of all of our spirit teams and divine helpers.
They will take away.
They will take away.
Any and all dark energy.
Any and all dark energy.
They will heal it.
They will heal it.
They will take it into the spirit world.
They will take it into the spirit world.
They will transmute it into white light positive energy.
They will transmute it into white light positive energy.
And they will put it back into the universe as good karma.
And put it back into the universe as good karma.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our beings is willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Okay. So I know that they're in place because I always have the same people show up for me. And they're all here. They're all like, hey, Liz, we're here. So they're all activated. That's very important. All right. So Ronan, how will we word the DNA?
Fixed DNA help. No, that's not very specific. We need more words.
Easily and joyfully. Now, those of you that are practicing at home, if you're trying to manifest, what are you going to do? You're always going to use the words easily and joyfully manifest. Why? because you could end up like me, who needed some money to pay for my mom's funeral a few years ago, and a tornado came through my backyard and took out my shed, which I did have the money to pay for her funeral, her memorial service, which was fantastic. I'm not complaining, universe, but I did have a big tree fall on my shed and completely destroy it. And what a mess. So always use the words easily and joyfully manifest. You also don't want to ever put any fixed amount on anything, because the universe may want to send you more or something in a different way. And because you're sitting there dictating to the universe, no, I want $10 and I want it to come this way. And I want the mailman to put it on my doorstep in a neat $10 bill and leave it for me under a rock. No, because if you start dictating to the universe how you want to receive this gift, whatever it is you're asking for, right? The universe is going to say, you know what, that's a little too complicated. We had something bigger and better planned out for her or him or they. And, we're going to move on to the next person. Okay, so that's how manifesting works. That's part of it. So you never want to just sit there dictating to the universe, this is what I want, and this is how I want it. Okay, with that, and especially, again, those words easily and joyfully, so important. I cannot stress that enough. If you start manifesting stuff without using those words easily and joyfully manifesting, or the words optimum, you never want to use the words ultimate. Okay, what does ultimate mean? Ultimate means you're going to check out of here, right? You can manifest the ultimate this and the ultimate that, but guess what? If you no longer have to reside in a body, you don't need those things that you're trying to manifest, right? So you have manifested it, because in the spirit world, you don't need any of that stuff. And I know that's not what you want to do. Okay. So how about easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to clear out the generational traumas that we hold in our DNA? Does that sound good?
All right.
All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
The optimum clearing out.
The optimum clearing out.
In a positive, joyful way.
In a positive, joyful way.
Of all of those generational traumas.
Of all of those generational traumas.
That we carry.
That we carry.
Within our DNA.
Within our DNA.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief and joy now.
And deep relief and joy now.
So let's all take a deep breath. Doesn't it feel good to let go of all of this garbage we've been carrying around, or rubbish if you're outside the U.S., all of this mess we've been carrying around within our DNA for I don't know how many lifetimes. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, now on that round, if you got any negatives coming through when we're trying to manifest something, you need to drop it in the chat, okay? So make sure if you have any negatives coming through, that is all part of it. And if you don't have any negatives, don't panic. It usually takes a few, groups, a few weeks for you to start getting used to this and receiving the negatives. Although I believe we do have someone in the group with us today. Yes, he is here. Our friend up in Canada. Hello, friend. I know you're going to be getting the negative messages in simply because you're also a medium. All right. So drop those negatives in the chat. Now, Ronan, what did you get?
I felt this pain in my left ear going away, and then I felt like letting go of a helium balloon. Like in the store, they all go up in the ceiling. So that pain and trauma was being carried up and away.
That's great. Okay, so I got, but we're supposed to, right? This is part of our generational soul contract that we have made many, many, many lifetimes ago, that we're supposed to carry these circumstances, these burdens, these traumas, and we're supposed to deal with it. It's part of our energy exchange with the universe. And even though you may have something coming back to you in this lifetime, right? It could have been something that you did 10, 15 lifetimes ago, but you decided, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I remember I need to do the other side of that experience, that life lesson. So in this lifetime, I'm going to recreate it and I'm going to have to go through it. So I'm getting that, yes, we are supposed to keep these within the DNA and we're not supposed to like break this code. All right. So let's tightness. Somebody says, oh, I've got tightness on my upper right shoulder. That's perfectly normal. Okay. Any tightness in the throat, chest, solar plexus area, wherever, that's perfectly normal because that's the resistance. Okay. You have lived with this trauma or this programming for so long that your body is automatically and instinctively saying, no, I'm not going to let this go. Okay, because oftentimes we don't know how we're going to be without it. You know, anxiety, as much as it plagues us, a lot of times people don't want to let go of the anxiety simply because they don't know how to live without it. Wait a minute, I can't stand. I don't know what to do if I'm not anxious, right? So that's what's coming through. Okay, so now we're going to move into the next phase, which is we're going to start throwing out all of this dark energy. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
Let go and heal.
Let go and heal.
It is part of our contractual obligation.
It is part of our contractual obligation.
We're not supposed to be free.
We are not supposed to be free.
We have to pay the piper.
We have to pay the piper.
Even though it may have nothing to do with us.
Even though it may have nothing to do with us.
We are supposed to carry all of this sadness.
We are supposed to carry all of this sadness.
Depression. Anxiety. Addictions. Confusion. And the disbelief in an afterlife. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now. It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease. Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love. Healing, information, permission. And deep relief now. So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete. So be it, it is done.
It is done.
Just a quick word. Sorry about that. Just a quick word also. Liz, why are we saying negative statements? Well, because we're letting go and healing all of those negatives, that negative energy that's held within us, and we're letting that go. Okay. Ronan, what did you get?
I got that the negative beliefs live in this type of a mirror world. And so we have to confront them in order to release them and then let them go.
Ooh.
So maybe it's
Okay.
our higher self, or our, the part of us that we can't see that's reflected outward.
Okay, that makes sense. And the other thing that I got was, we made a contract to carry these burdens also on behalf of our ancestors. So, meaning that they may not be able to carry the full burden of loss and grief and pain and illness or whatever it is, right? And we've agreed to lighten their load by carrying some of it for them. Do you understand that?
Right.
Okay, somebody said, I saw a centrifuge spinning and the black spots splatting against the glass. That's actually very normal. Spinning motion is a cleansing motion. And whenever you are deep in like meditation, or you're going through a cleansing, and if maybe you start spinning, right? When we're leaving the earth plane and we're going into the spirit world, right? What are we doing? We're spinning in the tunnel. Why? Because we're dropping all of that. Okay. So spinning is actually very good. Okay, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We are supposed to hold on to these generational traumas.
We are supposed to hold on to these generational traumas.
We agreed to take some of the burden from our ancestors.
We agree to take some of the burden from our ancestors.
Despair and sadness.
Despair and sadness.
Heartache, grief, and loss.
Heartache, grief, and loss.
We are angry
We are angry
that we have been made to carry this,
that we have been made to carry this,
and we don't know why.
and we don't know why.
There's so much confusion around soul contracts as a whole.
There's so much confusion around soul contracts as a whole.
What else?
We release these traumas, and I don't know, so they're not a burden anymore.
We can't release these traumas.
We can't release these traumas, so they're not a burden anymore.
Yeah, so they're not a burden anymore. The universe does not allow it.
The universe does not allow us.
I can't tell anyone what I'm doing.
I cannot tell anyone what I'm doing.
They will judge me.
They will judge me.
These traumas are holding us back.
These traumas are holding us back
In many ways that we are not supposed to understand.
in many ways that we are not supposed to understand.
We cannot process them.
We cannot process them.
We cannot get rid of them.
We cannot get rid of them.
What else?
I deserve these life lessons.
Ooh, very good. I deserve these life lessons.
It's my
payback time.
It's payback time. It is my penance.
It is my penance. Yes. I deserve all these bad things that are happening to me.
I deserve all these bad things that are happening to me.
I don't mind paying back.
I don't mind paying back.
Especially for the dark energy from my parents.
Especially from the dark energy from my parents.
I am here to pay back their debts.
I'm here to pay back their debt.
I'm carrying burdens of people I don't even know.
I am carrying the burdens of people I don't even know.
And I'm not allowed to let those go.
And I am not allowed to let those go.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Oh, there's so much anxiety when we're saying these statements. I can feel it. And I am not an anxious person at all, but my solar plexus is like spinning. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I don't know how people with anxiety cope. It is so uncomfortable. What did you get?
I got this piano going out into infinity, and this is like trying to tap on the keys like infinitely to the right. So these sounds and vibrations that we're trying to get are so far beyond what we can hear and above what we can perceive that it's almost an impossible task to play the infinity piano.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not allowed to heal my family tree. Oh, good. Paul's here. I'm not allowed to I'm not allowed to heal the family tree. Like that's coming in very strongly. And a lot of people now are starting to get like sensations of tightness, tight throat, tight chest. Okay, that's perfectly normal. Do not get frightened of that. I'm going to tune in. Yeah, this healing is impossible. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
Let go and heal.
Let go and heal.
This type of healing is impossible.
This type of healing is impossible.
I feel like I'm going against the universe.
I feel like I'm going against the universe.
I'm not allowed to heal my family tree.
I am not allowed to heal my family tree.
My ancestors and generations to come.
My ancestors and generations to come.
Won't even realize that I'm doing this work.
Will not even realize I'm doing this work.
I need credibility for doing this work.
I need credibility for doing this work.
I need something more tangible than it's just being held in my DNA.
I need something more tangible than it's just being held in my DNA.
Sadness.
Sadness.
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Oh, gosh. Depression.
Depression.
My soul will not cooperate.
My soul will not cooperate.
My soul is stubborn.
My soul is stubborn.
My soul is still operating in a time from many, many lifetimes ago.
My soul is still operating in a time of many, many lifetimes ago.
My soul is not modern.
My soul is not modern.
It cannot keep up with my conscious mind.
It cannot keep up with my conscious mind.
It is rejecting the work we are trying to do today.
It is rejecting the kind of work we are trying to do today.
What else?
I can't grow.
I'm not allowed to grow.
I am not allowed to grow.
I am not allowed to release these burdens for myself and future generations.
I am not allowed to release these traumas from myself and future generations.
This is impossible.
This is impossible.
And there's a lot of resistance.
And there is a lot of resistance.
My third eye hurts. Okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Oh my gosh, I got like this sharp pain in my third eye and head. Did anybody else get that?
Yeah, I feel like my third eye is being blocked. I also scanned the room. It feels like there's some shoulder pain, some low back pain, and some knee pain from people out there too that are
Lord
listening. There's trauma that's held up in all of these past life, and these most deaths in the past that you had were traumatic, and people are holding on to these in our lifetime and not letting these go. And this is an opportunity to release those burdens.
Ooh, like that. I just got this like sharp pain, like near my third eye. Gosh. Okay. So let me tune into that. Ronan, if you could tune in as well. And you guys, let's all tune in together and focus on what those emotions are and the resistances that's holding us back from releasing this. Let's see. We're scared. We're scared of letting this go. Because what I'm getting is, well, if we let go of these traumas, we've got a whole new set of traumas coming in that we don't know about. And, this doesn't feel good. But this is where we have to release them. This is the resistance. And what we're going to do is, that is a correct statement, because as we're clearing out, we're 100% energetic beings, right? So we're 100% energy. Now, when we're ill, the energy is lower and darker than it is when we're not ill. When we're healthy and happy and things are going well, the energy is light energy, right? White light energy. But there's a lot of resistance in throwing this out, because it's like, well, oh God, what's to come? But what we do in the closing is we actually fill it back in with white light and all these good things, right? So I don't leave you empty. That's the problem with a lot of healing modalities. They leave you empty. They've removed the light, whether it's dark energy or whatever it is that they've taken away from you, but they haven't put back in. And dark energy moves faster than light energy. That's why you don't want this stuff lurking around your home when you've had a healing session and the person hasn't disposed of the energy properly, right? Because then it's just going to go right back in. You've got to fill in the space. So there's a lot of resistance to, if I let go of these traumas have been in my family for generations. We know this. We're used to this. We think we know how to deal with it, but that's a false belief system. Because if you knew how to deal with it and you were able to dispose of it properly and process it, you wouldn't have to keep recreating it. But the soul, on a soul level, because that's what we're doing, we're peeling off all of these layers. And on this soul level, I'm getting, oh no, we don't want to let this go, because we know this so well. Even though we haven't been able to get, process it and move forward, but we know it. And knowing it is comfort. Okay. So let's get rid of it. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go.
Let go and heal. You're drinking up there. Sorry, I don't know if anyone else is having the problem or just me, but let go and heal.
Let go and heal. We know these generational traumas.
We know these generational traumas.
We're used to them.
We're used to them.
They feel comfortable to us.
They feel comfortable to us.
We're not ready to move forward.
We're not ready to move forward.
With new traumas and troubles.
With new traumas and problems.
Our souls do not want to let these go.
Also, we do not want to let these go.
Our souls do not want to let these go.
Our souls do not want to let these go.
Because it's comfortable.
Because it is comfortable.
We're used to dealing with it.
We are used to dealing with it.
We don't mind carrying this burden.
We don't mind carrying this burden.
Because the new burdens may be even worse.
Because the new burdens may be even worse.
Letting go will pave the way for new problems.
Letting go will pave the way to new problems.
I don't trust this process.
I don't trust this process.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep release now.
So let's take a deep breath. For those of us that can actually breathe. God, that's terrible. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Okay, Ronan, what did you get? We're missing a step. I know what it is. What did you get?
I got that you're trying to live outside of the box. And
Tightness in the throat. Tightness in the throat. Okay, we should call this tightness in the throat group. All right. That's because we've got to do this important step. Okay? Just bear with me. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Hitting the programmer with information.
Hitting the programmer with information.
The programmer is going to open up all of our DNA.
The programmer is going to open up all of our DNA.
He is going to reprogram.
He is going to reprogram.
And transmute.
And transmute.
All of these generational traumas.
All of these generational traumas.
Into white light positive energy.
Into white light positive energy.
He's going to send it back to our DNA.
He's going to send it back to our DNA.
And now we're going to seal it.
And now we're going to feel it.
Seal it. We're going to seal it in. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. And I was giggling there because I feel good. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
All right. How's everybody feeling now? There any tightness anywhere? Everybody feeling good? Whoop, whoop. Yep, much better. There you go. A lot of burping, that's normal. Hiccuping, tingles, feeling great. Yawning is great. Yawning is great. All of that is good stuff, right? That's releasing that energy. That's why the throat was feeling tight. It was like wait a minute, Liz, you got to do this. You got to get the programmer to hit us and the DNA and reprogram it. We can sit here saying all day long, we want this, we want that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but the programmer needed to hit that. Now, for those of you new people, who is the programmer? Well, what we do is before we come here, we're designing our lifetime, right? And we're taking our list to the programmer, and everything is a mathematical equation, right? Everything. And it's programming our DNA and our energy fields, right? And here's all the circumstances that we want to experience. Oh, wait, crank it up. Crank up that difficulty level. That looks too easy. Crank it up. Hard, hard, hard. And we sit there with the programmer on a soul level. We sit there with the programmer and we watch like this avatar play out our life before us like that, because there's no concept of time and space up there, right? So here we have time and space because of gravity, but up there, like lifetime goes like that, right? Like a blink of an eye. That's it. We're here. It feels like, oh God, this is so long. And up there, so we're watching this avatar play out, and we're telling the programmer, oh, crank it up. No, that's too hard. Let's tone that down a little bit. And then once we're satisfied, the programmer seals it in, right? And we go and we get this all approved, and then we come down the tunnel and we end up in our mother's womb. Right. That's how it works. That's why I hit the programmer. And that's the information that I got, is that we needed to go to the programmer to open up our DNA and reprogram it so that we're not carrying these generational traumas around with us, right? Because we don't need them. At this point, they're just serving as blockages to our, overall happiness and our gratitude. So that's why we hit that programmer, and that's who the programmer is. Now, does anybody else feel anything bad, tight throat, tight chest, anything? Is the programmer the same as a higher self or spirit guide? No, the programmer is totally separate to that. Okay. Our work here is done. So now this is very important. We're going to close. Okay. So this is something that everybody has to do, whether you are doing this at home on your own, you're not in a group, do not skip this part. If you're just doing tapping on your own, do not skip this part at the end of every tapping session that you do. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Optimum guidance.
Optimum guidance.
Positive emotional fulfillment.
Positive emotional fulfillment.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Self-love.
Self-love.
And the ability to heal.
And the ability to heal.
All of these generational traumas.
All of these generational traumas.
In all of those wonderful spaces.
In all of those wonderful spaces.
That we just opened up.
That we just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
All right. And in true style, Ronan and I will hold for questions.
Thanks, everybody. We love you. Thank you. Have a great week. And we look forward to seeing you all next time.